So I've decided that the month of October is going to be a feature for Bad Movie Studios. Yes, much like my inspirations, the Nostalgia Critic and Cinemassacre, run by James Rolfe, I will be doing a theme for this month of reviews. And I've decided to throw caution to the wind and claim October of 2013 Convention Crusher Month. That's right, all October long I'll be continuing to break tradition for myself and do things a bit differently than usual. So to continue this newfound idea, today I give you my review of Zombie Diaries. What'll make this review convention breaking? Well, it's that A, it'll be short, and B, I won't be sticking to my usual formula of talking about things as I feel necessary. No, instead I'm just gonna make it as bare bones as possible and give you a simple and effective review. This movie is an independent horror film from Britain that was directed by Kevin Gates and Michael Bartlett. Some people might think the idea of a movie having more than one director is weird, but actually a lot of movies do it. For example, King Kong from 1933 had two directors. And it's also not uncommon for a film to have A and B unit directors who handle different sequences to each production. Zombie Diaries is an interesting film, although it's kind of hard to place. It was all filmed with handheld camera and shot using DV tapes, the same I used in film school. This gives the movie an obvious found footage feel to it. It has 3 chapters with branching, overlapping, eventually connecting storylines and characters that surprisingly doesn't feel too convoluted. The story is fairly solid and throws a few minor curveballs here and there as well. Also, the introduction of new characters every so often keeps things fresh, and that's a good thing. The story is also very character-focused, much like the Walking Dead TV show, but this isn't nearly as well put together. Not that Zombie Diaries has poor structure, it's just not as good as The Walking Dead's. It's all about the different groups of survivors that all come from different backgrounds trying to make it in the zombie apocalypse. And you know what? I think that's the weakest link in this film's chain. The movie's solid, not great but alright. It even manages to have some pretty creepy moments and decent scares. But it's just so unoriginal. The premise has been done about 1,000 times in the horror genre, and most zombie films usually take the survivors in the apocalypse must survive motif. I don't want to give you the wrong vibe here. I like this movie. It's not a bad film, and already I can tell you it's worth a watch if you're a fan of the genre. But if you are a fan of the genre, you've just seen this movie before. The found footage thing does change things up a little bit, giving us a little different perspective on things. It's like some other found footage films like The Last Broadcast from 1998 and The Blair Witch Project from 1999. You get drawn in by watching what's happening, and since a lot of it is in first person, there's a personal experience factor that goes along with the presentation as a whole. Still though, this film does very little in the way of innovation, and if you've seen those movies, you're in for nothing new. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, but like the movie, I just can't help it. See what I did there? So I guess I recommend Zombie Diaries. The story's fine, the characters are all portrayed well, especially one particularly sick fellow, and the zombies look decent, and there are a handful of scares to be found. The problem is that with its sheer lack of bringing anything new to the table, I just can't recommend it highly. The movie is just as bare bones as this review. Final rating, 75. Good, but nothing special.